Hi, this is Crystal the Herbalist, and this is video 5 of 9. Be a leader. How to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. And this chapter is called Let the Other Person Save Face. It's based off the book from Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So, letting one save face. That is so vitally important, and few of us ever stop to think of it. We ride roughshod over the feelings of others, getting in our own way, finding fault, issuing threats, criticizing an employee or a child in front of others without even considering the hurt to the other person's pride. Whereas a few minutes' thought, a considerate word or two, a genuine understanding of the other person's attitude would go far in alleviating the sting. At one session of Dale Carnegie's course, two class members discussed the negative effects of fault finding versus the positive effects of letting the other person save face. So the first one, it was a guy from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He told him an incident that occurred in his company. At one of our production meetings, a vice president was asking pointed questions of one of our production supervisors regarding a production process. His tone of voice was aggressive and aimed at pointing out faulty performance on the part of the supervisor. Now, not wanting to be embarrassed in front of his peers, the supervisor was invasive in his responses. This caused the vice president to lose his temper, berate the supervisor, and accuse him of lying. Any working relationship that might have existed prior to this encounter was destroyed in a few brief moments. This supervisor, who was basically a good employee, was useless to our company from that time on. A few months later, he left our firm and went to work for another competitor, where he understood that he was doing a fine job. Now, on the other hand, another class member related how a similar incident had occurred at her job, but what a difference the approach and the results made. Now, this gal, she was a marketing specialist for a food packer and was given her first major assignment, a test marketing of a new product. She told the class when the results test came in, she was devastated. She had made a serious error in her planning, and the entire test had to be redone. She didn't get a chance to even tell her employee before they had their meeting. So when she was called on to give the report, she was shaking with fright. All she could do, she did everything she could to keep from crying, but she didn't want to cry in front of the male employees, because then they would sit there and make remarks about women not, being able to handle a management job because they are too emotional. So she made her report briefly and stated that due to an error that she made, that she had to redo the test, but she would make sure she got it done before the meeting next week. She sat down expecting her boss to blow up. Well, instead, he thanked her for her work and remarked that it was not unusual for a person to make an error on a new project, and that he had confidence that the repeat survey would be accurate and meaningful to the company. He assured her in front of all of her colleagues that he had faith in her and knew that she had done her best, but the lack of experience, not the lack of ability, was what was the reason for failure. Wow, what a difference that made. She left that meeting with her head held high, determined that she was going to do the best report ever on the next go-around. So, even if we are right and the other person is definitely wrong, we only destroy ego by causing someone to lose face. The legendary French aviation pioneer and author of Antoine de Saint-Exupéry wrote, "I have no right to say or do anything that diminishes a man in his own eyes. What matters is not what I think of him, but what he thinks of himself. Hurting a man in his dignity is a crime." So a real leader always follows, let the other person save face. So I hope this will be valuable to you, and I will be doing just 3 more videos. So comment and let me know how it's going for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Good health to you.